The sun has gone down and the mercury going down as well. To be expected, I guess, here on an autumn night just outside of D.C. at FedEx Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Washington football team. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
He's brought down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll run with Sanders. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hampton. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
He's taken down.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
Carry for Sanders. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Ball carrier.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now the first carry for Darrynton Evans. And he will have a Titans first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
Titans.
Now Sanders. And he's got room. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Miles Sanders, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good.
7. Washington, nothing. Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
On the ground with Bryce Love, the former Stanford Cardinal. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Washington.
Back to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
He's tackled at the 30.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
This one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll go down at the 28. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
28 yards.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. This is Love. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Let's go, B, let's go. 56, the mark, boys, 56. Check 56. Mike 56, Mike 56. All day, just like that. Just like that. 56 is the mark. Hey, tighten down. There you go.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he finds McLaurin. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up golden opportunity, strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field. All right, this is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it? But with his ability to throw the football, his accuracy on this drive, you might want to think about a pass play in this situation.
Interesting. Time to find out. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the gun, Hampton. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Hampton's
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The 6 DBs on the field for Washington on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Hampton. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
At the 42-yard line.
On 1st down, here's Love. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
Yard line.
Eight yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Watch the run. They're running it. 53 at the mic. 53 at the mic. Watch the run. Watch the run. Hawk 70. Check 43. And we got 5. That was 53.
And that'll set them back 5. So the delay of game penalty backs him up. It's now 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Moody, and he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs. Now a play fake here on first down. Flushed out right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on first down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here. In this situation, they stayed with their roots, stayed with running the football, and they got rewarded.
It'll be Love to try and get the first. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
That's good.
A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. And they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Check. Check 13. Check 60.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Brought down right.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down at the 32-yard line.
Sponge. No. 53
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
He's tackled at the
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
1st down, Tennessee.
Here's Sanders. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Ball carrier.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6. Back to throw. Hampton. Now they go screen. It's complete. Now that play is blown up. Losing yardage back at the 35. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
On 4th down, Joseph Charlton on to punt.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
2nd and 6. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
37-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Shotgun handoff now for Love.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Escaping the pressure right. Slings this deep from McLaurin. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Check. 59. 59. And QB's traps. Let's go. Check.
They'll run for it with Love.
And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Titans, they've got the football back and they've got it in great field position. Throwing on 1st down. Hampton. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
They'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1.
They'll try and sneak it here. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
A 51-yard attempt.
He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Now that's a gain of 6 on the first down run.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
53 at the mic. 53 at the 13. Let's go.
2nd and 13. Airing this one out for Evans. It got his man complete. A huge play there for Washington. 41 yards.
That's good concentration right there, and he did a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. And it certainly doesn't hurt that at 6'5", he's got a big wingspan that allows him to go up and complete that play.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And between the last two plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there was another first down run right there.
They'll run again with Love on first down. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And a give this time to the tailback. And they'll get him down right around the 16. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow, knocked him for a loss.
And that is no good. And we will remain tied here in this 3rd quarter. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Another run with Sanders. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On second down now, it's Sanders, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
That's out to the left and complete. He's got the first down here inside the 30. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes. The receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They'll go again with Sanders. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. They'll run with Love.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
On 2nd down, Love. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
He'll look underneath here for Love.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
53.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Looking to throw. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
To Johnson again. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Going to give it to Love. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. He was in on the stop, the safety, Troy Apke.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Looking to throw. Hampton. And this is going to be intercepted.
This is
Picked off at the 20.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
In a tie game, fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
At the 25-yard line, the Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick 6 hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Hampton going up top. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Hampton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
The ball carrier. The tackle made at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game.
You got him. You got him.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They'll try and run for this with Evans.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
He's
5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Here's a 1st down throw that's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now a carry for Sanders. And this carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Another run here with Sanders. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
He was brought down.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
On the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Off-play action. Hampton. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Intended for A.J. Brown. Incomplete. It's now 4th and goal.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
47 is the mark. 47 is the mark. 47 is the mark.
Back to throw. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it, go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now?
Well, win it right now, have the momentum, go ahead and get it done.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
Airing this one out for Evans. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Taking it about the 1.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And with flags down, he's up near the 40. But it looks like this one might be coming back. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
They'll run with Sanders. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Ball carrier.
Not a bad idea to start overtime. Feed the hot hand.
And understand that when you're feeding that hot hand, everyone else is pretty much in agreement on it. You know, a team looks at their game and says, all right, who's playing really well? Let them touch the football, and we'll do our job to help them along.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. The temptation to go for it probably there. Always is, especially in overtime. Got to punt it, though.
I think you're right. Yeah, I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially play a little field position here. But you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
Going for it with Sanders. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that flag.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Fielded at about the 28. A great return there of 22 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10.
Just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll start the drive with Love here. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
This is Love. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down.
And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Hey, check. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Let's go, D. Let's go. Street. 19 right.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. A dime look defensively here for the Titans on 3rd.
56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike. All you get is a headache.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously he is well short of the 1st.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down.
Mike, 56 right there. 56. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Love. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
53, Mike.
They'll look to throw. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 14. A good pickup there at 22.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
On first down, here's Love. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
The tackle made at the 12-yard line. It's a pickup.
Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner.
A 29-yard attempt.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And that changes everything here in OT. This one took us deep into the night, but in the end, after 5 quarters, we're unable to determine a winner.
Well, can I say it? I think it's a fair outcome of the kind of game that we had, pretty evenly matched. But here's where it gets tough. Because it was a night game, makes it much shorter on the turnaround, doesn't it? Especially for the visiting team.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Washington, thanks for watching, and good night, everybody.